This is the third roof that I work on here. This is a pretty small one, but by now I feel pretty confident on tackling the house roof. Just finishing it. A few questions over the last few weeks regarding the corn dryer. First of all, my cost of this corn dryer is maybe 10% of what a new corn dryer like this would cost me. Wooden one would cost probably double what costs one of these to build. And then those beautiful stone ones, oh, don't even go there. Here in this very spot was my grandparents' corn dryer. It was a wooden one, kind of like this. I priced one of those. It's about 5,000 euros. Anyways, number two, no, it doesn't obstruct the view of the valley from the house. Absolutely not. And it's here in this spot because this is a threshing terrace. Always was, and it's going to continue to be. This thing is here to work, not to be pretty. But I think it's quite pretty, actually. I can see a certain beauty in it. And of course, finishing with clay tiles is part of beautifying it a little bit. So pretty much I think that answers all the questions regarding the corn dryer. Seems to have stirred up some emotions over the last few weeks. A lot of romanticism around the stone ones and even the wooden ones. As much as I love them, definitely not in my budget. That was pretty good to break a sweat. I had to expand the compost pile area a little bit. But anyway, every once in a while it's good to revisit a dormant idea or a dormant plan, because there's priorities in the way of that. And this is one such case. This area here is where I want to build the future sheep barn. And so the idea is that I can easily push the bedding manure out from the barn into the compost pile. So no need to using the pitchfork, because obviously not getting any younger. Although I want to, be physically active as much as possible, but manure gets heavy. So the idea is to use the side-by-side with a kind of like a front plow, something I still have to fabricate, but no big problem there. I just need some time for that. And use the side-by-side to scrape the floor of the barn, bringing the manure out between the oaks and between the hazelnuts, because I'm leaving some of the bushes on the sides. I do like them here a lot. And create enough of a drive between them to bring the manure and bedding out onto the pile. Then out here I can just mix it and let it ferment compost. So just increasing my efficiency in the composting and maintenance of the sheep barn. I've been already collecting some stone rubble from the rebuilding of the house, of the walls, and piling it up over here to start working on the slab, on the floor slab at some point. I want to use the leftover stone from everything that we're doing here to build the walls. Basically been collecting some materials already over the months to at some point do this. Yeah, and so building it right on the spot here has many benefits. One is this is sort of the animal area. Two, it's close to the compost pile. Three, it'll be easy to service it from the top, putting the hay down and bedding from up here. And also that I can easily let them out to pasture. Because this field here will be partially pasture, partially vineyard. So it'll be a vineyard that doubles as 12-month pasture. So turns out pretty good location.
And while I'm here, I might as well report on the Beehive. And I'm glad to report that our hive has survived the season. The Asian hornets are a real problem. But today they're very active, they're in and out. The hornets are not here anymore. I imagine they're hibernating right now. And I see how they are coming in with pollen, which indicates that they are finding something out there. They're finding nourishment, and that the hive is alive and well. I haven't opened it yet to see what the condition is, but I will one of these days. It's encouraging to know that it was able to survive the hornets. I imagine that the traps did help. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. It means that we start the next season with a hive, and hopefully we can grow that. Yeah, they're bringing in quite a bit of pollen. Quite a bit of pollen. Yeah, it's pretty impressive at this time of the year with all the rain that we've had for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, this climate is pretty amazing that way. You can have a wintry like weather, and then we have a week of sunny, and today is 12, 13 degrees Celsius. Pretty cool.
Well, that's it for this week. Doesn't seem like much was done, but I did set out to take it a bit easy, work on my 2-year house construction or reconstruction compilation. It was about, well, it was well over 50 hours of video that I had to condense down to maybe an hour, 2 hours maximum. Turned out to be almost an hour and a half. Anyway, every once in a while when my eyes were falling off from being in front of the computer, I'd come out and do a little tidying up around here. Having said that, next week it's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, a lot of exciting work. Some inside, some outside. I'll be mostly on the roof. Yeah, it looks like the weather is gonna hold up, so we'll be able to do some work outside. I'm eager to get these guys installed, some of them. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It'll be fun.